Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
US Central Command said it has completed its latest wave of strikes on Iran, targeting coastal military installations it said were being used to threaten commercial shipping. Iranian media reported a second US missile strike on a naval watchtower in Chabahar, describing the facility as a civilian maritime security and search and rescue center. Iran also said 13 US missiles struck the Bambur garrison in Iran Shah, killing 7 military personnel and injuring several others. The Iranian military condemned the attacks as cowardly aggression and vowed a decisive response, while saying passive defense measures had limited casualties. US President Donald Trump threatened to target Iran's bridges and power plants if Tehran does not return to negotiations, as the two countries exchanged attacks for a fourth consecutive day. In an interview with Fox News, Trump warned that next week it gets really bad unless Iran resumes talks, while also saying US negotiators had urged Tehran to make a deal. The comments came as Washington resumed its blockade of Iranian ports after dropping plans for a proposed shipping fee in the Strait of Hormuz. The escalating rhetoric coincides with renewed US strikes on Iranian targets, Iranian drone and missile attacks in the Gulf, and rising concerns over global oil supplies as shipping through the Strait of Hormuz slows. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, claims it destroyed key facilities at the US Navy's 5th Fleet base in Bahrain, including command centers, fuel tanks, and warehouses, describing the attack as a crushing response. The claims have not been independently verified. The IRGC also said it struck US military targets in Jordan and Kuwait, urging citizens in both countries to oppose the American military presence and target US facilities. Separately, the IRGC warned that oil and gas export routes serving the US and its allies could be targeted if the conflict continues, insisting the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed until the end of America's evils. US Senate Democrats blocked a $1.15 trillion annual defense policy bill, arguing President Donald Trump launched military action against Iran without congressional authorization. The National Defense Authorization Act failed to advance after a procedural vote of 50 to 46, falling short of the 60 votes required in the Senate. Democrats also opposed the administration's proposed increase in military spending, while domestic social programs face cuts. Republicans accused Democrats of putting politics ahead of national security. The bill could return for consideration later as Congress continues negotiations on the annual defense package. Atrocities by Israeli occupation forces continue unabated as 4 more Palestinians have been killed in airstrikes, including a child. According to reports, a man, his wife, and their 6-year-old daughter were killed in an airstrike in Deir al-Balah area of central Gaza, while their 3-year-old son survived with injuries. Another person was killed in Gaza City, while Israel said one of the strikes targeted a Hamas member. The attack comes as US-backed ceasefire talks have stalled, with efforts to advance the next phase of the Gaza truce remaining deadlocked. Ukraine claims to have struck 20 Russian vessels in the Black Sea, including 17 oil tankers, 2 gas tankers, and a tugboat in one of its largest maritime drone operations. Drone Forces Commander Robert Brovdy said that Ukrainian forces targeted 136 Russian vessels in the Black and Azov Seas over the past 10 days. On the other hand, Russia continued its aerial campaign across Ukraine, with at least 3 people killed and several others wounded in the northeastern city of Sumy. According to reports, 6 guided aerial bombs struck the city, causing extensive damage to civilian infrastructure. Spain defeated France 2-0 to reach their first FIFA World Cup final since winning the title in 2010, delivering a dominant performance to end France's campaign. Mikel Oyarzabal and Pedro Porro scored as Spain controlled possession throughout, limiting France to just 2 shots on target. The victory keeps Spain on course to complete a World Cup European Championship double. France, whose attack had impressed throughout the tournament, will now play in the third-place playoff after coach Didier Deschamps admitted his side was second best in every department. A ransomware group has published thousands of files allegedly linked to India's Kudankulam nuclear power plant, including purported facility blueprints and supplier information, in a major cybersecurity breach. Contractor Reliance Group confirmed a partial breach involving data on a third-party server and said the incident has been reported to the government. Reuters could not independently verify the authenticity of the leaked documents. Cybersecurity experts warned the breach could pose security risks if sensitive infrastructure details are exposed. India's CERT-In and the Nuclear Power Corporation of India are investigating the incident.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.